Yeah, we're about to go live.
That's all right. As long as you ain't slow down.
Act like you got them skate. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live.
What's up? What's up? What's up, Kane Nation? V12, you already in the building. I see you, baby. Listen, my dog got the best dad mug out. It ain't even Father's Day. Coach up here finally back in the studio, right? I've been gone about a month. I've been hitting this thing off live remote. I've been all over the place, man. I was in the woods one week. I was in doggone, what was I? I was at Florida State game. Then I had to go to New Jersey. Coach was at the Classic last week. Hey, Coach been on the road out here, man. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know everything looks good, sounds good. As always, the producer is in the building with the thumbs up. They let me know everything looks good, sounds good. Kane Nation, real quick. Miami plays Pittsburgh today at 8 p.m., if I'm not mistaken, unless they decide to move it up just for the fan base. But we play Pitts today. Hopefully, this is not our last game. With the win today, we are bowl eligible at 6-6. I'm not sure if we get a cereal bowl or a toilet bowl, but we can be in a bowl, 12. What's your thoughts, brother? Talk to us, man. How you feeling today, man?
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, K Nation? We in the building. Hey, I always smile when I see Smiley on here. What's up, Smiley? Shout out Smiley, the producer, Haitian Ellen. What's up? Miss Wilcox. There's something in the air. We back at home. I know you spoke about sometimes the air be having some things going on. We back at home. It's a must win. Everybody want to know what we playing for. Everybody want to know what kind of heart we have. Guess what? Hey, they said it's win or go home. It's win or they're gonna be on the beach early. So we're gonna see, Coach. We don't have any excuses. Win or go home.
Literally.
You know the repercussions of not winning today. Bottom line, if you can't get up for this kind of game, there is a problem. Everybody say it together. Problem. Yeah, we at home. And we'll see. Pittsburgh, better record than we have, but they can lose some games too. Talk to me, Coach.
Listen, you said it best, dog. It's win or go home. I guess this is technically senior day here for the Miami Hurricanes. It's their last home game of the regular season. So these teams want to go out on a bang. We know we're going to talk a little bit about transfer portal, who's jumped in it, who's going to the into that black hole of the transfer portal. Hopefully they get pulled out of that deal and not just stuck in cyberspace. But they have to, like you say, it's Pittsburgh. It's just a way. It's that last, like, give it to somebody. You know what I mean? Before you go out on the season. 6-6 is the best you can do. You know, I guess, well, with a bowl game. The funny thing is, we could walk out of this 7-6. You could walk out of this season. Listen to this. And I want to say the reason I'm talking about how numbers sound. You can literally walk out this, as bad as it seems, as the same record as Manny Diaz. Like it sounds like, no, I'm making a comparison because it feels like a 3-8 season. It feels that way. But a lot of people have been making comparisons about Manny Diaz and what he did with these same players, right? And I'm trying to give Mario some credit here. He could walk out literally with the same exact record at the end of this season at 7-6. If you understand where I'm going with that. So, hey, if you win today, you got another shot at it. You understand what I'm saying? And then now you walk out at least 7-6, you're above 500 in this deal. So you either gonna walk out below 500 or, well, you still could be below 500 if you lose the bowl game. But that's my point of the whole deal. It's a lot going on, a little bit of time to talk about it. We got a lot to talk about in this deal here. But since you said win and go home, you brought it up. 12, you know you my man's in them, right?
Correct.
You my man's in them, right? I want to applaud you, dog. You are in the championship round of the fantasy draft, of the fantasy deal for college football. And so am I. You in the other league, I'm in this league. So clap it up for yourself. But don't forget, 12. Don't you ever forget the mighty hand of Coach Hayes. Get your behind out of here, man.
Hey, Coach, tell them what happened last year.
What happened? You got whooped?
Not last year, last week. When I was like LL Cool J. They said, don't call it a comeback. I've
been here for years. Listen, I was whooping you 12 and you came back.
You were selling out post game, selling out. Like on the block selling out. Like you took my mystery mix now later. You were selling out, Coach. You were selling out, ranking and everything online. Had me feeling bad. But don't
call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Anyway, let's forget all that. But we in the championship. It'll find out today.
Hey, that's you actually fight, Coach. That's how you fight.
That's how you fight. Listen, that's showing that what? That's showing you got fight in you, dog. But you playing 205 live in the other league. I'm playing Dom from the Coach Me Coach podcast today. And it'll be interesting to find out. So by midnight, we'll definitely know who's winners and who are losers. And I'm going to get a plaque or something put up here with the winners' names on it. But the donation will be given out on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. And so with all that being said. But anyhow, let's get into this deal, man. I know people want to talk about like Steve Ellie talking about any new OC talk. Listen, guys, don't put the cart before the horse, guys. Like, I tell people all the time, I'm not a breaking news channel, right? I'm not trying to say I know who he's gonna get. I don't even care. Like I said before, just get somebody. Okay, Ham. All right, Ham, that's you.
Hey, Ham.
Live
it's me and you, ooh, baby, just us two. All right, I'm done.
That was terrible.
Hey, 12 off the chain this morning. Let's go, Canes.
You must be on the you must be on the eye opener like me, boy.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. So, with that being said, there's a lot going on. Right now, the spread is 6.5. All right, Pittsburgh's way. What's your thoughts? They cover or not?
Canes cover.
So they beat us less than the touchdown.
No, we beat them.
Oh,
Canes cover.
okay.
I said Canes cover.
Well, you can still cover and not win.
Oh, that's a good point. But Canes cover. I ain't say Canes cover. I said
so that's what I'm saying. Cover. They beat us less than the touchdown? Or we beat them by more than a touchdown?
Yeah, we beat them.
We'll get in predictions later. Yeah, so anyway, I just want to put that out there in case it may change. Who knows within the next whatever. Time's still going on, so it may change. There may be an injury update or something like that, whatever the case may be. But anyway, please put in there your score prediction, guys. Let us know what you think. You may sway me some way. Roddy Briggs say 12. Hello, 12 hitting that bottle early in the morning. All right, so here we go, man. Ja'Cory Brown is the freshman. Tyler Van Dyke may be prepared to play today. I don't know if they've named him as a starter. I know Coach Mario Cristobal has kind of hinted at him possibly coming back to play today after the injury. Remember, he got hurt, was sat out, I want to say 2 weeks, came back in the game 2 weeks later, was throwing the ball and kind of jacked his shoulder up again. They pulled him. They brought in Jake Garcia, didn't fare too well for him. They bring in a young buck who give us a spark. He comes in, plays Georgia Tech, does an excellent job. Come back and play Clemson, and we got some tiger stripes on our back right now from that whooping. And so now here we are against Pitt at home. Again, let me know if you guys hear anything about starters, anything that's concrete. But if Tyler Van Dyke comes back in to start, what are your thoughts on that, 12?
I think that definitely gives the team a lot of momentum. You know, I think Tyler comes back. You know, at the end of the day, he's still, quote unquote, the team's starting quarterback. He's still the team's leader. I think that just gives you definitely a boost in in the team morale. And also you get a chance to see, how he's been over the past few weeks. He's been out, but you get a chance to throw to Restrepo again. I think the offense is put in a different situation from a throwing standpoint. Now his legs, he doesn't have a lot to show, running the ball or being active, scrambling and stuff like that. But for the most part, his arm is pretty good. Maybe she's been rested for the past couple of weeks. So I think it definitely, inject some momentum into the team. And we'll see how it goes, especially from an offensive standpoint. We need points. We've been struggling for points. We're struggling for yards, especially on the receiving end over the past few games. So we'll see what happens. We need somebody. We need something else to kind of shake it up. We've been playing all three quarterbacks. So why not go back to the top of the rotation and get Van Dyke back in if he's healthy? If he's healthy,
right? And again, I don't know if this is everybody does things for a reason, right? Everybody's strategic in their moves and in their plans. I don't know if this is like the last hurrah for him, possibly. Does he hit the transfer portal? Does he not? Does Jake Garcia hit the transfer portal? Does he not? If both of them hit the portal, it does put us in a bad shape. Now, Kane fans, y'all can say what you want to say, but if you left up with Ja'Cory Brown, which is fine, you have to look at your depth. The only person you have now coming in is Ja'Cory Brown, and you have Emory Williams coming in. You have Peyton Matoka, who's been on the roster. I think he was a quarterback at St. Thomas Aquinas, but he appears to be just a guy on the roster. I don't know his deal. He doesn't really give him a lot of playing time, and a lot of people don't even know who he is, unfortunately, but that's what it is. So here's the problem with that. It's a lot of young out there. You have Jake Garcia, I guess, is just as young, maybe not in age, but maybe in playing time. So you only got two guys on the roster. We got to find another guy. And if those two guys go in the transfer portal, meaning Tyler Van Dyke and Jake Garcia, that means we definitely have to go to the transfer portal to pick up a quarterback. Because if he goes down, now you back to another true freshman in Emory Williams. Okay. And God forbid if something happened, I always say break a shoelace. I don't like to put injuries on guys. But if he breaks a shoelace out there, so he's going to have to go dive deep into the transfer portal and find a good quarterback in this situation, right? People think the transfer portal is like going to the grocery store. You don't always get the ripest of fruit. You can go buy a banana with some brown spots on it, right? Still might be good, might be a little overripe, but you can eat it. You can deal with it, but it may not be really what you want. And in the transfer portal, you have to remember that those are things do happen. All right. And everything that looks good is not always good in the transfer portal, right? Everything that looks good, everything that glitters is not gold, 12, right? I remember that time me and you, when we was in high school, we went to the mall and you saw this shiny necklace and it was so shiny. And I kept saying, 12, dog, that's not real. You're like, dog, but it's glittery, dog. Look at it. I'm going to buy it. I say, bro, it's only $18. Man, dog, I'm telling you, I'm going to be out here flogging going through Central Plaza. I'm like, 12, just because it glitter, it ain't gold. You went home, you put it on the next morning, your whole neck was green, bro. Your whole neck was green the next morning. These are the things that you got to understand. Just because it's shiny don't mean it's right. You understand? You remember that, 12?
I do not, but we'll keep because listen, back then I ain't had no mall money. You would have told me I was at the flea with you, it would have been different. If I was at 183rd Street Flea Market or Caramart, that would be different. But I ain't had no mall money back then. I know, hey, y'all were rich in the hood back then. Holla at me. Why you ain't buy your boy a necklace? Why you buy your boy a necklace then? You should have that. You had that cake. Why you buy your boy a necklace then? You had that cake.
Yep. Look at this dude here. Look at Studio. Love your analogy. Use the same fruit analogy. But Studio, just get your behind out of here with that. You the same dude talking about Chinese Town Professional? And so if you're in the Chinese soccer or Asian soccer leagues, go hit up Studio One Live. He got the lock, as he say. Go check out one of those crazy videos I did. But anyway, so that's it when it comes to the quarterback. Let me see what Smiley has to say. Hopefully we can win today. MVP, Lou Hedley, and other seniors. We don't have a good track record with winning at home. It's funny, Lou Hedley and Boyd Gallus. Do you remember preseason? And I look at these lists on all of these teams. Who are the top players? You go look at Miami. I looked at UNC. I looked at all these. Our top 2 players coming in this season were top 3. It was Tyler Van Dyke, Lou Headley, Borregales. Ain't that crazy that we're the University of Miami and out of our top 5 players, 2 of those jokers are kicking specialists. They play 10 snaps a game, maybe, if that. And that's combined. I remember Headley didn't even punt one game. I think it was Bethune game. He didn't even punt, so he had to go on the job. So anyway, before I pop into the next segment, I got to get this young man on here right quick because I just want to give him a little bit of bragging rights. I want to bring him in for a quick second. My man Dom is in the building. Dom, talk to us. It's good to finally have you on here. I just want to get you on here for about 10 seconds. I know you got a big thing popping up here. But Dom, I had to bring you on here. When they say show me my opponent, this guy right here is my opponent. Hold your chin out. Slap that face. Because I don't play them games.
I'm mad.
I'm going to whip your behind that face.
You know, the sad part is I was sitting down thinking, it's like, Lord Jesus, that's $280 for Christmas presents for people I don't even like. That's groceries and stuff. And then freaking what's
Will Rogers
quarterback? I don't even care about Will Rogers. Johnny Wilson had like 2 touchdowns he dropped last night.
I love it.
Like, man. So,
hey, Dom,
nothing is.
Quick question,
What
Dom.
up?
What's the injury report on Myron Williams down there? Is he going or not?
He's playing.
Anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Hey, look, thank you, Dom. Dom is on the ground. We got reporters on the ground. Dom say Myron is playing. We about to rock and roll today. 305. Holla at me.
Listen, don't start him. Put him at the utility position.
Oh, listen, I already listen. Hey, no if, ands, or maybes.
Unless she's a hater. So, Dom, check this out. I ain't gonna be on here long because I know we talking about my favorite team. Your favorite team plays at 12 o'clock in the game. Ohio State versus Michigan. Real quick, I broke in because I know you got things to do prior to the game. But that's why I just kind of broke stride in this guy. But real quick, man, I want to ask you this. Because both of them are in the top 4 for the college football playoffs. I think they're 2 and 3, right, respectively. What does it mean for a loss for Ohio State? And then the flip side, what does it mean for a loss for Michigan? Like, what are the ramifications of both?
You know, I think if it's a very close game, it will bode well for Michigan because you can say Blake Corum is going to try to play today. I don't think that's a good idea because, you know, with a sprain, you get hit the wrong way, the sprain could easily turn into a tear. From what I understand, Donovan Edwards, is playing with a broken hand. So you can take different things into consideration, and Ohio State can say no Henderson, no Smith and Jigba, whatever the case might be. So if it's close, I think it'll be fine for both teams. To be honest with you, I still think they're in contention. What Ohio State has going for them, honestly, is that win versus Notre Dame to begin the year. Because Notre Dame, especially if they beat USC, then Notre Dame's going to have a pretty good resume. So, it's just, and then all of a sudden you got to look at LSU. If LSU loses, if Clemson drops one to South Carolina tonight? What if USC loses to Notre Dame or loses to Oregon? So I think, and then I think you have to look at Alabama because for whatever reason, I still think they're trying to sneak Alabama in there with them being ranked at 7 for whatever reason. Don't understand that.
Well, with that big loss, with that no face mask penalty against Florida, and we'll jump into that later, right? The refs might be on the tape. They might be trying to get all these losses to get them in. Because let me tell you something, man. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. But I did want to say this. If Ohio State loses, do you think do you think Ohio State is out?
See, that's hard. I think it depends. I think as it stands, so here's I'm trying to actually answer the question, but there's just been so much chaos that I honestly don't know.
So many variables.
I think,
then let's reverse it. Michigan loses. Michigan out.
I think Michigan has a better. Well, no. Here's what I'll say. I think Ohio State will have a better chance if they're out because of the win versus Notre Dame. Because that's an extra. Because Michigan, you got UConn and Colorado State and all these, and that's not to say, I mean, yeah, granted, Ohio State played Arkansas State and things like that, but because they went out and scheduled a Notre Dame, I think it kind of bodes a little bit more in their favor, because that's an extra potentially top 15, top 10 win. So depending on how it shakes out, I think if it's a very close game. And then I'll say this: if Michigan loses the Big Ten championship, I think it could be close.
I don't know. I just want to bring you on here, man, for a few. But no, that's great insight. And again, I know a lot of things have to happen in order for certain things to go down and so forth. But who will be in the Big Ten right now? Who's the Big Ten championship game between?
We do not freaking know, because Nebraska decided to. No, it's not even Nebraska.
To start winning games.
Iowa. Iowa. What is Iowa doing, dog? All you got to do is win against a 3-8 Nebraska team,
and they got stomped.
And then you're in. You're in the Big Ten championship, and then you down 24-0 in the third quarter. And then Nebraska was, felt the season forgiven and almost gave them that game. And then the quarterback couldn't throw past 10 yards. So, honestly, God, and here's the stupid thing about the Big Ten West. Iowa can still get in, technically. So, if Purdue beats Indiana, Purdue's in. If Purdue loses and Illinois wins, Illinois is in. If Purdue and Illinois lose, then Iowa's in. And my thing is, if Purdue and Illinois lose, then just give the winner of Ohio State, Michigan a bye week, mail them that trophy, and let them get ready for the playoffs. Because nobody deserves to be there. You may see Northwestern there for all I know.
And they have not won a game since they went Ireland, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
Just like I said, they would not win another game.
For all I know,
they would not win another game. But anyway, Dom, I got to roll this thing. But, man, I appreciate you as always, man. I know you said you cutting your phone off from 12 to 4 because the game is on. So I'm not going to bother you. But at 4:01, I'm going to be in that thing. Go blue. Matter of fact, hold on.
Let me say this. It's from 12 to 4 if Ohio State wins. If Ohio State loses, then I'm just getting a new phone. I'm deactivating everything in my life because I ain't finna deal with this another 365 days. So who the Canes got today? I haven't paid attention to anybody.
Nobody.
Okay, that works.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
We got Pitt, man. We're going to see Pitt at home, senior day. Shout out to all the seniors, man. Go get these degrees.
Both UM's going to win today. Both UM's going to win today. Y'all stop playing with me. But anyway, Dom, man, as always, I appreciate you, man. Go ahead. Say your last piece.
That hat is the ugliest thing. Yeah, that hat's the ugliest thing that you own. And as Kevin Hart said, you should buy another one and throw them both in the trash. But you already know we got Ohio State doing it big today. Coach Hartline got her brother fired up. All the things that Michigan's been posting, they were right. And I will say this. I have to say this. Jim Harbaugh is catching strays for something Josh Gaddis said. And I want to thank brother Josh Gaddis because while he's not good at calling plays in Miami, he did give us the extra juice to beat the Wolverines today. And your player don't even play for Michigan no more. So that's all I'm saying. Come on, switch to the good guys. We've been good to you, Buckeye Nation.
That's true. Y'all have, man. You know what? You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I ain't sorry for nothing. Get that crap out of here, man.
All right. So when I beat you behind in fantasy, whip you behind in fantasy, I'm just trying to tell you right now, I had to do it for the culture. 12, I hope you win your fantasy championship too, brother. Like I said, I think I just have this feeling before I hop off. I have this feeling that they're going to give the ball to Mayan in short yardage situations, which means that's a lot of touchdowns for you. That means points. That means a win. And that means money on your behalf.
Hey, listen, all I'm going to say is I'm going to reserve my thoughts. We can have this conversation on Coach Me Coach on Tuesday. Hopefully I'm a winner. But, hey, if y'all want somebody who knows talent, who knows where to go get them from, tell Cristobal, tell Coach to holler at 12. That's all I'm going to say. I have been out of fantasy for 10 years. But before even Coach wiping his nose by fantasy, 12, I don't know what that is, man. I don't got time for this fantasy. Nah, he all into it. But I came off the bench. I was retired, y'all. And look at me now. Look at me now. Ooh. Look at me now. Ooh. All right. That's all I'm saying. I just got to play ball. We'll talk after the Coach Me Coach podcast. I want to see Dom on there, and I want us to have this conversation. I digress.
All right.
Look at me
all
now.
Right. Well,
Dom.
Last word. Tell Mario to hit up Brian Hartline and just say which ones don't you want, and then that's who you can go get. We'll just leave it at that. May y'all have a blessed day.
Likewise.
That's messed up, Dom. That's real messed up, dog. Dom, my boy, man, too. That's real messed up how he did us like that. But anyway, T. Hines, I had to do that for him. Actually, Ohio State is pretty good to you, boy, to this channel. They really are. They support. When I put the WREs out, man, I'm telling you, they light it up. But I'm going to be honest. They light it up more than Miami do, be honest. When I put a WRE out for Miami, Ohio State light it up. So I might have just shot myself in the foot. Old career suicide around here, but that's all right. I deal with that when I cross that bridge. Anyway, so let's get back to it, man. I just had to bring him in the deal. Hold up real quick. I saw one up here. It was going quick. Oh, Ham 305. What is the fantasy winner tonight? They don't win nothing tonight. But on Monday, we'll have a donation for them. All right. We'll have a donation. But anyway, let's get this thing rocking and rolling, man. We went fun. I wanted to open up the phone lines a little bit before this thing gets started. We're already right at 11:30, so we're actually right on time. We were talking about quarterbacks. Let's get to this running back room. It's been very interesting. The running back room has been very interesting for the simple fact Thad Franklin jumps in the portal, right, out of the running back room. So now you're left to really two scholarship players. Well, three. You got Chaney, who has not played yet. He was deemed clear by the medical staff. He, I think, kind of was the catalyst to Thad Franklin leaving during practice, where they put Chaney in front of him, if I'm getting the story right, in front of him during the practice drills. And Thad got teed off and walked off of practice, and he's going off into the sunset, into the portal. But he did not play the Georgia Tech game. I'm sorry, the Clemson game. Did not even play. Or was that Georgia Tech game? He didn't even play the Georgia Tech game, if I'm not mistaken. So now you're left with Henry Parrish and Rooster, right? So you have Rooster and you have Henry Parrish there. You also have Terrell Walden on the roster. Shout out to Terrell Walden and his family. But what does that mean for us? I'm hearing rumblings that Rooster may be in the portal, right? That's been everywhere. Everybody's talking about him going. And so therefore it leaves you with technically one scholarship player. Well, Chaney, I guess he'll come back. I don't know. Golly, I hope he stays. I hope he stays honest. I hope he stays injury free. But usually when that happens to you, man, you just can't get rid of the injury bug. What does the running back room look like for you today? 12.
Man, listen, this whole, and I tell you this, we spoke about the effect that this season will have if we start to lose, we're not competitive, and we're seeing that effect somewhat come to fruition right now. We hadn't heard this much talk about the transfer portal that I can remember in some time. Why in season? And we're going towards the end, and there seems to be a lot going on. Right now, you just want to make sure that, look, Rooster is here now. We got to play Rooster.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bottom line. We got Parrish. We got to play Parrish.
And he gets dinged up almost every game now.
Which one, Parrish or Rooster?
Parrish.
Yeah, Parrish. Yeah, right. But again, it's the end of the season. He's probably been dealing with some stuff during the whole season. He seemed to be getting banged up. I mean, we have to recruit, and I know we're recruiting running backs, but we just never know. So right now we go with who we have. You know, Rooster been playing decent for the past couple of games. You know, let's do what we can with Rooster. And somebody mentioned Stanley. Stanley runs hard. You know, he runs hard. Definitely, I can see him sticking around. But you just never know. I don't know why. I mean, I have an idea why Rooster would want to leave. You know, right now, all the feeling of not winning, it's a combination of things that's going on in the locker room, probably on the field. These guys don't want to go somewhere else. But sometimes we got to realize, like you pointed out earlier, the portal is not always the lottery for even the players and even some of the teams, as we found out this year. There are other teams that are going to find out the same way. Ask Mark Pope. Mark Pope leaves Miami, goes to Jackson State, and barely scratches the lineup. And Mark Pope was a 3-4-star recruit. So we have to realize that sometimes it's not always the best. But I understand the players have an opportunity to leave, and they should have that opportunity to go and do what they need to do. But I mean, right now, we're right with the three running backs we have. That's Rooster and Stanley and Parrish, and go from there. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is something. Somebody, like you say, should have Thad have gotten more playing time. I agree. But again, I don't know the back end of that. I'm looking at it from a fan's perspective. I'm looking at it from a athletic potentials perspective. Again, I don't know what he does in and off the field, right? Is he late to class? Is he that kind of deal? I don't know. So maybe that's what hindered his stuff. I'm only speculating now. Same thing with Stanley. I thought Stanley plays well. I thought he gives us a little something, but he hardly plays. You know, he hardly plays. And why? I don't know. And I think they're valuable candidates to play because it does give Henry Parrish a chance to kind of recoup from maybe what's a nagging injury he may have. It does give a chance to kind of spell Rooster a little bit in situations. But the problem is we have not been in games where we can give guys a break. We've been in games where we always fighting for the first down, always fighting, trying to get a score, always fighting. So when you're never in that situation, you can't give a guys a breather. You can't give them an opportunity to catch their breath because you're always fighting to win games. Our receivers, right? Last year, we hit 3 receivers, technically 2. We hit 3 receivers last week. We hit Mallory. Khalil Brantley got the score, but that's why I say technically 2. He got it off the dumpy yump, you know, which he could have actually ran that in, but that's fine. Give him his credit. And who was the other young man that got the catch? Mallory. It wasn't Restrepo. We threw it to him, but he missed it. And I'm trying to think. It was only 2. I can't remember. I'll pull it up right now. Somebody help me out. In there. No, Brashard Smith did not get a catch. He got targeted, and doggone Will Mallory whiffed the block. Mallory whiffs the block, and he drops it. I'm going to tell you right now, since nobody want to tell me. No Redding. Yeah, I don't see Redding either.
Redding is on our injury list.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We had 3 catches last week. Oh, Kobe Young.
Yeah.
And Kobe Young. Yes, thank you. Thank you, HJS Canes and Kobe. So last week we had Mallory with 4 catches, Kobe Young with 4 catches, and Khalil Brantley with the 1 catch for the touchdown. The only touchdown, the 1-yard touchdown that we had last week from the receiving part. Well, that was the only touchdown of the game. But anyway, what's your thoughts on the receiver standpoint, man, of coming into this? Does Restrepo, I don't want to say step his game up, but does Restrepo need to be the focal point on the receiving core instead of 85 and Will Mallory? Because Will Mallory is the number 1 target. Does 7 need to be that guy now? X-Man?
Yeah, I think Restrepo, the last couple of games, I think he's working his way back. That injury definitely took a toll on Restrepo, bro. I think that he's not 100%, but he's back. He's fluid. But I do think we need to get the ball in the hands of the playmaker. And although he may not be fast, You can't tell me you can't give Restrepo 4 or 5 targets on a hitch. I mean, they're playing him 7. If you take, listen, let me just say this, guys, and this is what I don't understand about Gaddis, and you see this with other teams. Okay, you have to play with receiver, play to your strength, right? Again, Kobe is emerging. We have Restrepo, who is just short-handed receiver, and we have the other guys who can make plays. And all that kind of stuff. Play to your strength. I don't care what anyone says, guys. By and large, most teams aren't playing bump and run, excuse me, with Miami receivers. In the past, because of the speed by and large that we have. Let's get the balls, quick dump off, let somebody miss. My thing is we're taking a lot of decent amount of shots downfield. We're not converting. Coach, you say this all the time. I saw it in the what was it? What game was that? Baylor game yesterday versus Texas. Take what the offense give you. Dink and dump until you can go take the shot over the top. We want to take some shots without even put ourselves in bad situations. So to answer your question, yes, let's target Restrepo more. Think about this. The slot receiver is one of the easiest positions to play because you are basically matched up with the third or fourth coverage person on the defense. Am I correct, Coach? So normally a strong safety or a linebacker. So you're going to tell me as a fan that Restrepo can't beat your third or fourth string linebacker? That's a lie. So target Restrepo more, some more crossing routes, some more slant routes, and let's get going. I think the whole thing of Restrepo being hurt and TVD being, it's chemistry as well. And I'm not meaning to belabor the point. A lot of chemistry with him and TVD was different. Get Restrepo the ball and let's go somewhere else.
No, listen, I totally agree. I've always been big on Brashard Smith, right? Number 12. I've always thought he was. I think Brashard Smith, in my mind, if I'm at the helm, if I'm the guy behind the wheel on the offense, Brashard Smith is my right now player. Restrepo is my grimy player. What do I mean by grimy? He's running the nasty dig routes through the middle. He's knowing how to sit down because of his playing ability and because of his experience. He's sitting in the bubble. He's sitting in the pocket. He's sitting in he going to take them slug hits. He going to take all that kind of stuff, right? That's what he is. Brashard is put the ball in my hand. Let me do what I do. And it showed not just in high school, but it showed here as well on the football field for the Canes. When we got him the ball now and we had decent blocking at point of attack, he could make something happen because he was not supposed to get that first down last week or maybe the week before. The week before, he was not supposed to get that first down. He made guys miss, blah, 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 and he fought on. So to me, 12, Brashard Smith is the right now guy. He's the bubble guy, the screen guy, the jet sweep guy. Put the ball in his hand. Why do I say that? His history tells you he's that guy. You go look at him when he was at Palmetto High School down in Miami. He was a running back all his years. You go talk to Streeter, they tell you he was a running back all through Pop Warner Street, and them boys from Footballville followed him around. He gets to Palmetto. He plays the Wildcat quarterback. He's used to having the ball in his hands immediately and deciphering what's going on and making plays instead of running all these extravagant routes. Give him the now balls. Let Restrepo knows how to sit in pockets, sit in zones, get open. You know, he understands that. Like I've always talked about the scramble drill. When our quarterback's in trouble. The first game Restrepo came back, our quarterback was in trouble. He was about 7 yards. As soon as that quarterback got in trouble, you saw Restrepo take off. He understands how to play receiver and get nasty with it. And what I mean nasty in a good way. All right. You let Kobe Young be the stretch the field guy, right? I don't think Kobe Young is your down to down number one read guy. You know what I mean? We're talking about just progressions of reads. He's the playmaker, situational if the play calls for it. But I'm talking about your every down right now. You know, Kobe Young get 4 receptions a game, and I'm cool with that. Maybe 6 targets, 4 receptions. I'm cool with that. Some of the deep balls and so forth, and that's where I look at it, man. Wholesome one right there. What's up with you, baby? What's up, Coach V12? I think teams are taking away 7 and 85. They're only one seeing double teams. We have shown anything outside besides Young this week. Just my view. No, I get it, right? But we also double team people and they still find a way open. Here's the problem. But I'm going to go back to why this is happening. So to your point, Holson, you're 100% right. Those other teams got people blocking for them. Our offensive line has been decimated through injury, as well as we're not playing well. John Campbell, in my opinion, is just not playing well. He's not playing well. When I break him down and I do the good, bad, and ugly, he gives up the inside so easily. He's easily with the swipe, dip, and rip outside. He's a leaner. He doesn't sit on his hips. He leans forward, so he's easy to get thrown off balance. Our pass protection is still not there, 12. Right now, when to the young boy's credit, Ja'Curry Brown, not because of his feet, I see him pointing dudes out like, hey, you get him, you get him, you get him. Jake comes in. I talked about the good, bad, and ugly. That hit where he fumbled was his fault. The dude is showing you. They reduced the dude down over the top. He's showing you he coming. You don't say nothing. You go watch that clip if you want to. But anyway,
yeah, no,
that's how I'm looking at it. So Wholesome, to your point, yes. Can guys get open? No, because they bring in so many people. And I told you, Clemson going to have some exotic blitzing. So I just want to kind of go on a rant in regards to offense and kind of just knock it out on my side. You can finish up with your points, and then we'll jump to defense, and then.
I think Holston makes a great point, but Holston, you can't double team when you got 4 receivers. Spreads are difficult. My only concern is this: I'll take. And this goes to Gaddis' scheme as well. You have to put your players in a position to win. So I'll take, Restrepo any day. That linebacker ain't checking them like that. They playing 5 yard back. Get the ball in his hand, quick throw, and let him move. That's all I'm saying. Just let the guys move. I'd rather the long handoff throws, the easy plays. Listen, Kobe Young is a monster size wide. Post him up. 10 yard, roll, down and out. We need the easy plays. Let's get the ball in these guys' hands. We don't need anything exotic right now, because right now, exotic things aren't working for us. Let's get back to basics from a coaching standpoint, then we can go over the top and make it work. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, somebody talk about Romello Brinson. I don't know this to be a fact, but I think he was the one, quote unquote, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, was supposed to be the negative recruiting or whatever it was. I don't know, man. Like, it's so much going on out here. It's so much dysfunction. It's crazy. Like when you talk about Mario Cristobal, the first thing that comes to your mind is discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's the first thing. Hard nose, discipline, yada, yada, yada. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to mute him just in case he... So hard nose, discipline in that sense. And we're not playing discipline. Our off the field stuff is not discipline. It's mind shattering to me, bro. But I appreciate you, 12. Wholesome. I agree. Y'all both make great. Yeah, and you have a very valid point too, Wholesome. Like I've always said, when I was coaching defense, look, bro, your number 1 player not gonna beat me. Your number 2 and definitely your number 3 better be a playmaker today, because 1 and 2 gonna have a long night, if you understand what I'm saying. So if that's the case, if you're gonna beat me, number 1 and 2 gonna have a long night. So I'm definitely gonna stop those in that point. Let's talk a little defense. I want to start off with Leonard Taylor. I think Leonard Taylor, number 56, the 5-star defensive tackle for Miami, needs to play significantly more snaps. Significantly more snaps. I don't know what we're holding him for. I understand there was some... Look, man, we're in week 13 of the season. This is his 2nd year in college football. First year with this system. 2nd year in college football. I don't care about him. He don't know the plays. Well, that's on coaching. I'm sorry. Because Darrell Jackson just got here from Maryland. He played 70, 80 snaps a game. Mesidor just got here from West Virginia. Hell, he from Canada. And you're going to tell me our born and bred 5-star Can't get more snaps? Nah, bro. I'm having a hard time with that. I understand rotation on defensive line. I get it. I totally understand that. But no, I'm not going to agree with that, 12. You stuck, 12? You all right?
No, I'm
Oh,
here.
no, you were so still. I thought you were stuck.
I'm good.
I thought when I had slapped you over that thing, you had broke your neck. My bad.
Nah.
But so I don't understand why 56 is not getting more burn in that sense of his playing ability. I don't care. Like I said, he's been here now. This is literally the end of 2 seasons. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Bro, I don't want to downgrade defensive line because I love defensive line, and it's not as easy as people think. But it also ain't that hard to learn the playbook for defensive line, bro. It really not. So if you're not, hire Coach Hayes. I'll go out there and be 56 one-on-one tutor. I'll be a football. Matter of fact, I'm starting that business today. I'm starting football tutoring today. You can hire me. I'll come to your university, and I'll tutor your kid for $100 every 30 minutes, $200 an hour. If you get 5 hours, I'll knock it down to 900 instead of 1,000. How about that?
Sure. Let's do it, Coach. Yeah, we just need to, again, what do we have to lose? A game. Let us see no matter. Here's my thing, Coach. And you can't want to start coaching. Now coaching hard, now pulling players. To your point, last game possibly, another game possibly. Mm-hmm. Let us see his talent. Let us see if there's an issue that you're saying, quote unquote, with Leonard Taylor, why he's not there 100% of the time on the line. Let the fans see what you're talking about. Because we know fans, they Monday morning quarterback, they coaches, they fan base, they coach, they GMs, they the whole nine. But put him in. Now, if you're saying he's not conditioned, that's different. Let the brother play a full game so we can see what we have moving forward.
And to Trent Wright's point, I've said this before about him. He has no technique, just power. Well, guess what? You learn that technique. When that offensive lineman take the heel of his palm right here, and he punch you at the tip of that bottom rib, and it bends inside, and you say, ouch, you're going to learn technique. Because one thing about pain, it is universal. I don't care if you're black, white, ugly, poor, rich, dumb, stupid, brilliant, genius. Ouch is ouch. And you're not going to learn that by not being in a hurtful situation. It's not like he's hurting us. When he gets in, he makes plays, right? I totally agree with you, though, Trent. He does need to work on some technique. I'm not disputing what you're saying. I'm saying let's help him with his technique by putting him in live action, right? People don't think bullets real until you get shot at. Huh? That's all I want to say. Let me see here. I believe he's about leverage, gap integrity. We all know Coach play who he can trust. And Wholesome, you're right. But why is every time he get in there, he make plays? Like when I see him, he's making plays in the backfield that the other interior guys are not making, right? And I know they play a difference. Darnell Jenkins, is it Darrell Jackson? Darnell Jenkins. Boy, I went back with Darnell Jenkins. Wow, y'all forgive me. Darrell Jackson and Taylor. They're interior guys, different assignments, right? 3 technique and a shade or a nose. But every time he's in there, I see the dude making TFLs, tackles for loss, sacks, big plays. So let's build off of that. That's all. We in week 13. We are fighting for a bowl game, or y'all buying plane tickets for these players to go home. So anyway, that's my thought when it comes to that. Any thoughts there, D-line wise? What do you need to see?
Man, well, we're gonna need to see them perform today because they're running back. Israel, I don't want to mess his last name up, man. He's a beast. We normally have difficulty with backs that run pretty well. And so, Pitt may not be the offensive powerhouse.
They good up in front, though, them trenches, both sides.
That's what I'm saying. So you have to realize that this is not a game that they're 7-4 for a reason. So they're gonna have to play very well. And that's a great point. Who said that? Great point. And I'm tired of this. Right now, they want to single out players that, technique this or whatever. But guess the bottom line, he makes plays, to your point. Not going back to your point, Coach. We can work on technique later. This is the last game. Who cares about technique, whatever, playbook? Let's see what you got and work in the offseason. You're exactly right. Who made that point is exactly right. His technique is on the same level as James Williams. But James Williams get the praise, and he's still out there every game, all the plays. So give Taylor his shine and let us see what you're talking about. Anyway, but the defensive line, we got to step up again. That's the bottom line. Defense they got to step up. And all these guys, big time guys who may not be there next year, Harrison Hunt, Jafari, these guys got to make plays. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Doggone. Doggone, if you're still watching, I remember your comment from earlier. I hit you back on Twitter. Hit me up, dog, if you're still listening. Doggone. And he always support this channel.
Yes.
Real quick, Jafari Harvey, man, is an LB and not a DN. I listen, he's another one. He is a mystery cat to me. We lining him up back there like he's a D-line. I mean, like he's a linebacker, a stand-up defensive lineman, not a 3-4 defensive lineman, not a Terrell Suggs type guy. I don't know. That's a mystery to me. Mesidor, somebody said DNs need to have counter moves, and I agree. I'm gonna say very unpopular opinion here, and y'all could, if you want to Twitter blast me, make sure you put it in all caps. And as my man Birdman say, y'all better put some respect on my name. Go on and just tag me in it. Mesidor is not a dynamic pass rusher. We don't have a dynamic person on the line right now. He does a good job. Jafari Harvey does a good job. They do an excellent job staying active. But that doesn't mean you're elite or dynamic. You understand? Dynamic means where they have to turn the protection to you. Dynamic means we better know where this dude at all time. Elite, dynamic, one and the same. Right now, Mesidor has done a good job being active, being in the right place, playing, and sometimes playing with the right leverage, and so forth and so on. But there you go, King of Battle. Just because he's the best on the team, but it does not mean you're elite. I want people to understand there's a difference. There's a difference. Because you are best on your roster doesn't mean you're elite in college football. Let's make sure we're clear with that. Because you are the best person on your roster does not mean you're the best person in college football. Let's not get that mistaken. And right now, defensive line, we don't have a dynamic dude to rush the passer. Hopefully that makes sense. If y'all want to Twitter kill me, please do so. Let me do this before I move on. I want to do it when we got over 200. Do me a favor, man. Right down below you there, 12. Hit that right there. I'm a dog. Alex Tabio in the building, man. Anything doing with home financing, make sure you check him out. He's now with Mortgage Funding, Pioneer Mortgage Funding Incorporated. All this information is in the description. Anything you need with home financing, 100% down for the loan. I mean, not down, 100% financing for the loan. All you need is closing costs. You go to best part, 12. I keep saying it. What you need, 12? What you need?
You need a 456 credit score. Get correct.
No, man, you need a 640.
Oh, sorry, 640.
If you got a 456 credit score, but guess what, boy? You better start paying some bills. But a 640, though, that's not much to ask. 12, a 640 credit score. He can definitely work with you. 100% financing. All you gotta do is bring some closing costs. Get out there, check it out. And here's the biggest thing. I ain't saying you got to buy a house today, but make the phone call. It's free. 305-205-1697, and check him out. He also does some other things. Big Kane fan, tell him Coach Hayes sent you. He might even give you more of a discount. Can't give you more of a discount because he's going to give you everything you got anyway, just because I sent you. So anyway, I appreciate it, guys. Go make sure you check him out. Falcon the X in the building. Canes need to win today. We most definitely do. We got about 6 minutes left in this deal before 12 o'clock hit. About 3 minutes. Have you made your changes?
Hey,
on your roster yet?
That's why I was listen, Coach. Listen, last week you almost got me because that last minute injury report. I said never again.
Oh shoot! Injury report. Oh God! Hold on.
You better check it, coach. You better
Well,
check it.
You got it. Hold on.
You better check the injuries. I'm trying to tell you.
Well, you trying to set me up. You by yourself. Go ahead.
No. I had to. Oh, here we
I'm
go.
gone. I ain't on the roster. I'm gone. This man will set me up. Go ahead, Trey.
They say Myron is injured, but in active slot. Is he playing or not? See, that's the issue, coach. Is he playing or not? Hey, listen, y'all, this thing is serious now. When you get down, this is what Myron need to be doing, making adjustments last minute. Hey, bear with us a second, because I need to figure out it's almost 12 o'clock, and I need that, coach.
I had a kid get off here, dog. You crazy? Leave me alone, Trey.
Coach, I told you. Hey.
All right. I'm to the point. I'm feeling good. I'm
what
feeling
they saying,
good,
man? I don't even. Should I roll with Dom or not? Dom say he playing.
Oh no, I ain't messing with none of that. Listen, let's do this, man. Do you feel like let's take 1 or 2 calls? I'm feeling a little friendly today. Listen, we'll take 1 or 2 calls. Let me go ahead and throw the number up here: 328-8235. You see it right here. We're gonna take just 1 or 2. I want you to call in with your prediction, and we get score predictions, get up out of here so we can see the game, man. That boy 12, shout out. I was wondering what he was doing. Hey, look, he done got off again. He over there making changes, man. Hey, bro, it's a nice donation on the line, dog.
I told you won't get me. It won't happen ever again. That was my fault. I said it the night before, and then I was like, man, what's going on here? And as soon as that morning came, I didn't even check again.
Oh my God. All right, what we got? All right, here we go. The Woods, appreciate you, man. Hi, fam. Do you think Mario would change OCs in the offseason? If so, who would you want for our new OC? Let me open up the phone line. Yeah, it's open, so you got more than welcome. Guys, just go and make a quick call. It's not a big deal. We're going to have fun with it. Oh, boy. I'm going to get back to you, Cole Pepper. But who do you want for new OC? Do I think he makes a change? Yes, I believe personally there's too much smoke in the air right now, and where there's smoke, there's fire. Whether he fires him or he finds another job, however that looks. You understand what I mean? That's what it is. So, now who do I want for a new OC? I'm not sure. Carla, do me a favor, cut your background down just a little bit. Be right with you. Who do I want for a new OC? I personally, here's what I'm gonna say. It'll be hard for me to give you an exact name, but here's where the philosophy I think should follow. Since everybody said he learned behind Nick Saban, so forth and so on, I'm gonna say this 12. I'll let you go, and then I'll get the call on. He needs to take the approach that Nick Saban takes. Because he is not a coordinator himself, he needs to find former or head coaches who need a job, right? He needs to have his base philosophy. What do you want as a head coach, right? Right? What do you want as a head coach? Find that former head coach or that's an offensive-minded guy, bring him in to implement what you kind of want through his own terminology and whatever. It's kind of like a contractor, right? I want to build this. I don't have the skills to build it, but I have to give him my vision so he can do so. That's what I want to do. And he needs to do the same thing defensively. He's kind of done it with Kevin Steele. I'm just being honest. Charlie Strong, Kevin Steele are former head coaches in their own right at some point, but at least Charlie Strong has really been a head coach for a while, come in as defensive coordinator. And I don't know Charlie Strong's real role because he's not vocal in this deal. He's not very vocal. He's not very so forth in this box. So I don't know how much he's implementing. You keep hearing Kevin Steele, but Charlie Strong is the coordinator. Let me let V12 finish out, and then we got you. Go ahead, 12. What's your thoughts on the new OC?
That's a great point. I want somebody who, and we can take a look at this. You can always take a look at throughout college football and kind of see how points were scored. I want somebody who has some experience. Not necessarily have to be a head coach, but innovative. I think we're missing a lot of innovation in our offense. I was watching like even the Dallas Cowboys, and I know it's a professional, but even with Kellen Moore, how he putting people in different situations. I mean, even last night with some of the calls that, I mean, I know you guys ain't gonna like this, but even Norville made some, was making some great calls, man. And I think we need somebody innovative and who's hot, who's in their prime, who's hungry. You know, some of these coaches, I think the problem with the head coaches, although they were former head coaches, sometimes I don't know if the fire is there. You know, you need somebody like a Heupel who came with the ranks and they had the fire and they have the intellect to make these adjustments and to make sure that the players who they have fit into their system. So
gotcha.
at the end of the day, we have to make sure we hire the appropriate person, the right fit for Miami.
All right, perfect, man. Shout out to Cole Pepper in the building. He said, yo, Buckets 88. Appreciate you, Code V12. Thank you for the $10. As well as Shad, I need you to hit me up. Y'all go check out. Shad got a YouTube channel, y'all. And he own it, man. I've been watching your shows, bro, ever since I found it. I didn't even know you had a show. I found your show. I've been watching your takes on it. I appreciate the shout out you give me, man, on that and so forth. But thank you, man. Shad, we got to definitely talk. Hit me on the DM, man. I want to chop it up with you on the phone. Hit me on the Twitter DM and so forth. But thank you for the $9.99. Much love, Coach of V12. And Shad bring up some good points. I'm not going to spoil it. I want y'all to go subscribe to this channel and go watch it, man. Ellen, do me a favor. If you can find Shad's channel and put it in here so people can go ahead and hit the link and take it straight to it, I really appreciate that, Ellen. And as well as Lakers All Day Dope 499, we need to go get Brian Flores as DC. He's a no-nonsense coach. That wouldn't be a bad deal because his reign in NFL may just be over. It's almost going to be, I hate to say this, but to a Colin Kaepernick, you can't force these coaches to hire him. I mean, these owners, you can't. You can't force these coaches to hire him, whether he's good, bad, or whatever your take is, because they can always say, oh, it has nothing to do with, race or whatever. I just don't like his style. Or I have a guy. I think I have. It's all subjective. So he may be a college route dude, and I think that might be a good look. I have to be honest with you. Good calls right there. We got a call on the line. Here we go. She just put, oh, my bad. I took it down to her. Share right there. She put it up. So you can click the link in there. So as you click away, go subscribe and come on back in. Caller from the 404. That's a hot 8. That's hot Atlanta, ain't it?
What up, Coach?
What's going on? Talk to me, man. Who I'm talking to?
Hey, man, this Ham 305. What up, V12? Me and you going at it today, baby.
Hold up. Ding, ding, ding. Hey, I like to get messy. My dog V12 say,
yesterday's price is not today's price.
Talk to us, baby.
100%. Hey, man, listen. Hey, by way of Goose, I'm in Hampton, Virginia. I see you got the Hampton behind you. I'm in the military. Hey, I'm looking forward today, baby. Let's go. We at war today, baby. I'm hot.
I'm hot. Listen, Ham. Hey, man, first of all, man, thank you for your service, man, for what you're doing out there, man. We really appreciate it, man. What branch you in?
I'm in the Navy, man. Appreciate it, Coach.
All right, Newport News area. I get you. Hey, I saw him when they built the Ronald Reagan, the aircraft carrier, bro. But anyway, that's back then. But listen, man. Hey, be careful out there in Hampton Roads, boy. Hey, it's tough out there on Mercury Boulevard, if you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna leave that like that.
Amen. Okay. If you know, you know.
Hey, that's all that need to be said. So anyway, man, what's your thoughts, man, on today's game? And then I'll let you and V12 go through it while I check my fantasy. Y'all boy gonna have me stuck over here looking stupid.
Man, with our Canes, man, sometimes you don't know what team gonna go out there, man. And it's been hard watching the team play this year, man. I've been a fan since I was a little kid, dog. It's just been hard. I'm 38 years old. It's hard watching this Canes play struggle on offense like that, dog. But hopefully we'll come out with a win, man. Granted, we don't know what quarterback going to play, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right. 12, anything in regards? I'm trying to get a little trash talk.
Yeah, no, hey, man, Ham, you're right. I'm adjusting the point too, man. You made a great point. And I think I've been saying this the entire time, the whole season. And again, I don't want anybody calling me and try to say I said let Mario go. But what I'm saying is this. We know Mario for high scoring offenses and discipline. And it's been a disappointment this year to see what has happened to the Hurricanes from an offensive standpoint. So I agree with you 100%. The entire team, but from an offensive standpoint, is definitely disappointing. And also from attention to detail standpoint. So hopefully next year is a better year. And it's always go Canes. With that being said, yuck. I'm like Pusha T on you today. Yuck. You know what I mean? Like I'm like the Neptunes on you today. All right. I got a guy out there. They call him Caleb. They call him Caleb Williams. And I'm gonna tell you a funny story about Caleb Williams. Coach knows this to be true. Where I work, my office sits on top of where Gonzaga plays football. And that young man, on my lunch break sometime, I watch that dude get busy in high school. And for him to be doing what he did in high school at this level, we talk about a game changer. You're talking about recruiting. You're talking about believing in the system. That's what the coach did, Riley did, and brought him over to USC. And look at the young man now. So shout out to Caleb Williams. He on the fantasy today, and guess what? He gonna do you in. That's all I'm gonna say. And it's a late night game. So hey, you gotta stay tuned for that one. Ask Coach about him.
Hey, to bring it up, I did a WRE, and I remember in the video, I'm like, man, that school nice. They got the school built around. I'm telling 12, I'm like, man, they got the school built around the football field. You're like, no, it ain't. That's my office, my window right there. I'll be watching them play. I'm like, what? Yeah, dog. I didn't even know that. I thought it was part of it. I thought it was part of their school, man.
Yeah, anyway, man. Yeah, shout out, Caleb. So we don't see Ham, but you know what? A good thing about it, Ham, we didn't go undefeated. We struggled during the season, and guess what? We're here now. So good luck to you, my brother. Hey, and we may have to do a little deal afterwards. It would depend on who wins. I like to hedge my bets sometimes. You never know.
Hey man, we can chop it up.
Everybody wins, right? Teamwork made the dream work. You never know.
Yeah. Hey, Ham, do me a favor, man. Hit me on the DM, man. If you can, maybe with your number. So when you win tonight, I know where to go ahead and send the stuff.
Hold on. What happened?
I'm sorry.
I got the big dog. You know, I got Bryce Young at quarterback, and like Warren Z and Nate Dogg said, hey, you got to earn your keep. You got to be ill with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Hey, regulators, mount up.
Hey, I'm with the regulator. Hey, listen. Hey, my hope is that them two cancel out, Ham. I want Caleb. Once Caleb and Bryce cancel out, then we got to play ball. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, 100%.
All right, man. Well, right now, brother. Hey, but Ham, right now you up 47.7 to 39.7.
Who up?
He up right now
already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
D Curry in the building. Where you been, bro?
Don't take long, big dog.
hey, Ham, you better ask Coach though. They call me the comeback kid now. You better ask Coach.
He better mess up there.
I've been watching you, man. One eye open like CBS. I see you.
Ooh, I like that. Hey, but what's funny is
I
was the number one spot in this league. Y'all and 12 knocked me off, man.
Yep.
Big Curry in the building, man. Yep. What's up with you? But listen, man. Yes, sir, my brother. But listen, bro, we got to get up out of here. Ham, as always. Hit me on the DM, man. And we'll definitely chop it up. So I know where to go ahead and send that donation if you know what I'm saying.
Hey, possibly.
Yo, man. Y'all boys easy, man. I appreciate the show, man. Keep doing what you do.
Appreciate you, man.
Be safe out there.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's funny. Oh, they got it. Oh, here we go. One more. Got to take this call. Let's
take it.
You on the line with one of the biggest.
How you doing?
With one of the biggest Hurricane fans ever. He coined the phrase SEAL Team 6 of coaching. He's giddy. He climbs the pole, but not for what you think. To make sure that everybody's connected in the world. Y'all give it up for Warren Kane.
Give it up for Warren G. Kane. Warren G. Regulator. Go ahead, Warren. Talk to us, brother.
Warren, talk to us.
You guys are far too kind to give me that kind of intro. Golly, that's
you like the pole part?
More than I need.
You like the pole part?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's funny because I used to climb telephone poles for the phone company, so I'm like,
I say you keep us connected. Yeah, you keep. Hey, like I say, it's not the pole y'all think; it's the pole that keeps us connected.
There you go.
So talk to us, Warren, man. What's your thoughts? You the last call of the day, baby. Talk to us.
All right, you know what? I started out for preseason, and I had drank a little too much of the Kool-Aid, but I realized I was not wrong on a couple of aspects.
Okay.
All right. If you had to pick one player on the defense that if there's going to be a dog, you know who it is, who would you say?
If I had to pick one person on defense, I know it's going to be a dog. I would have had to go with the James Williams.
Okay. V, what you say?
Kitchen, Cam.
Okay.
All right. I got to agree with V on this one which is Cam Kitchens, because I'm not saying he's Sean Taylor. I'm not saying he's Ed Reed, but if anybody shows the potential to follow in those shoes, it's sure as hell him. All right. And you got Ed Reed on the sideline, part of that SEAL Team 6. All right. Have any of the players that are going to be now? Jason Taylor is what, a defensive he's a what position is he? Did he play?
Who is this?
Taylor.
Jason Taylor.
You asked what? I missed it. What about Jason Taylor?
What position did he play?
Defensive end.
Okay, defensive end. Have any of our defensive ends decommitted or just decided to jump in the transfer portal?
Nah, they are transfers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you know
they
what?
Came
the guys
in, yeah, they
that
came in, yeah.
They're weeding out, and I'm not saying anything. I'm not taking any shots at these players because you know what? To play at the College 5 level, they're the Power 5 level. You got to be good. I don't care, even if you play for whoever.
Sure.
So, but to play at a championship level that Ed Reed's familiar with, that Mario Cristobal is familiar with, that Jason Taylor's familiar with, and that Alonzo Highsmith's familiar with, they're weeding out the non-hackers. It was a rough transition, but I can see the writing on the wall now. I can see it. This is just a necessary thing for, till you fix it right. Sometimes you got to take it all the way down to the slab, and sometimes you got to remove the slab and start from scratch.
True,
and while it's painful to watch, after watching Cam Kitchens for the last couple of weeks, I'm like, you know what? Mario's on to something. And of all the decommits or all the commitments we've had, how many decommits have we had?
Just the one, Jaden Rashada, so far as of today.
Just the one, and we've got Emory Williams and a couple other guys. Listen, I am not worried about what he's doing. Is it going to be beautiful? Are we going to go all the way next year? No, but I know I can see he's building a solid program. I get it. I don't like the Gaddis addition, but I understand why he brought Gaddis in, because wasn't Gaddis part of the Saban lineage?
Yeah, he was. He was there. Yeah, he was at Alabama prior to Michigan. Yes, but he wasn't like a disciple, I guess. Like when you think about the Saban disciples, I think of the Kirby Smart. I think of the Jimbo Fishers.
Lane Kiffins. Yeah.
Not even Lane. So, the disciples are the ones that came up kind of through the Michigan State, LSU, Miami Dolphins, and they really spent some time with Saban. What's my other man? They call him Chuck. He was the head coach at Florida. Muschamp.
Will
Muschamp.
Oh, Muschamp.
Like those guys. Those are kind of like the site, and then those guys kind of branch off of there. But anyway, I get your point.
Right. Yeah, but he's building the foundation of the discipline. And I don't necessarily like all the coaches or this and that and the other, but the discipline structure has to be in place, because if that's not addressed and taken care of, nothing else really matters. Jesus said, "Put the cornerstone back in place, and everything will work out." Did he not say that?
That's right.
You got to have the cornerstone in place. So that's what Mario's doing. It's going to be painful to watch because it's change is never easy. It isn't, but I'm excited. So come what may today, I'm hoping for a win, but I don't honestly. Given the way this year has gone, it might be a 5-7 season. It is what it is. But I'm okay because I know he's building something special for us. I know that in my heart.
I love it.
Now, how long are we going to have to wait to see it? That's a whole different issue. But I know he's building it. So listen, and I wanted to say, and I completely forgot to say, I hope you guys and everybody listening and everybody's going to watch this. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Yes. I know I did. I had probably the best Thanksgiving I've had in years because of people I talked to and the conversations we had. So I had a whole lot to be grateful for, and it was an awesome weekend for me and an awesome this past week for me. So I hope everybody else did too, especially you guys. So
definitely, man.
All right.
All right, brother.
What's the prediction on the game?
Well, we're going to do that right now. I don't know. You tell us. We're going to do those right now as I'm waiting for Culpepper to call in.
Oh, man, I don't know. Listen, I've been wrong on everything else I've picked, so I'm just going to shut my mouth. I don't want to be wrong again. I don't need to add to that pile. So I'll just sit back and I'll hope for a win.
All right.
I hope for the best and expect the worst.
There you go, baby. I love it. Warren, as always, we live right here afterwards. We live right afterwards.
Warren, I'm not gonna let you off the hook, man. You can't talk about Jesus and not have faith, man. Give us the prediction, man. It's the last one for the season. Ooh. Come on, man. You got to give us something, man.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. I have faith in Jesus. That I can promise you.
Yes, sir, Warren.
My friend.
Yes, sir.
Listen,
But not in Mario, huh?
Not in Mario, right? I understand. Man.
I trust Mario. I have faith in Jesus. That's the only man on this planet. That's the only man that's ever walked that I got faith in.
I hear
you, believe that.
Good job,
right,
Warren. I love it. Right. Awesome.
Let's see. Miami. I'm not going to 21. Hit 17. I'm hoping the defense is going to strangle them today, you know. But I mean, that's a lot of points for Miami to put up because we haven't put up 21 points in the last 7 games. I don't think.
No,
it's been a while since we've been. So it's not going to be a high scoring game, I know, but it's at home, and hopefully that crowd is going to show up, which I doubt they will, but who knows? So I honestly don't know. Who y'all got?
We're going to go through it right now. So that's what we're going to do right this minute as we go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get it off because I got to get Cold Pepper to come on here. And we'll do that. We're going to do the prediction now. But Warren, you know, always, brother, thank you, man. And for supporting it. We're going to definitely make it happen, man. So, hey, check us out live tonight. It might be a little late, but, you know, we go live right after the game. So we're going to make it happen.
Oh, absolutely. I'll be calling.
All right. It's a draw. We're going live.
All right.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right, gentlemen. Y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you again soon.
You too, man.
Hey, Coach, I'm just
saying. This wasn't for my brother calling right here, boy. If it wasn't for my brother, Cold Pepper, I'd have been off the line. He said he calling now. I don't see no call in. Cold Pepper, you got to get off that Cricket Wireless, man. He got that.
He's still rocking with Southern Bell, man. Southern Bell all phone lines. Hey, Cold Pepper, step it up. You talking all that? You on Southern Bell phone lines with the? Come on, man. Give us the call, bro. Southern Bell.
Southern Bell.
Come on, man. Hey,
it ain't coming through, Cold Pepper. But anyway, you got the right number, 321-328-8235. Falcon X. Yes, 305. You got to hold the 305 over every time you donate 305.
Miami, 28, Pittsburgh, 21. Listen, now out of all this transfer talk and portal talk, I will say this. I'm calm because I didn't hear nothing about Cam. And I think to Warren's point, man, I like how he moves. He don't say much. He's gotten better over time. I like that young man right there. I really, really do. And I understand what's going on. And I think the ceiling the ceiling is set high for that young man. So shout out Cam. We're gonna see what he can do. And I agree. I would panic if guys like Cornerstone, like this guy was leaving. He stays. We bring in some beasts at corners because our corners are. I don't care what you say. We do have some inconsistencies at corner. We need that lockdown corner again. 1 or 2 corners locked down, and we go from there. So that's how I see it, bro.
12.
Yeah.
You better check your fantasy, dog. It's looking bad right now, boy. Real bad for you.
Relax. Everybody relax.
Dog, Georgia, listen. Georgia around here gave up 7 points to Georgia Tech. Georgia gave up 7 points. No, I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just laughing like, God.
Yeah, no. Hey, listen.
And Georgia Tech and put them up on the number 1 defense in the country. But anyway, I'm waiting for you to call in, Cold Pepper. Come on, baby.
Listen, that's why Hey, Coach, they said you play to win the game. So we just gonna see what it do. You know what I mean? It's all good. It's early.
Cold Pepper, I'm giving you like 1 minute, bro. We gotta listen. Let me put him on the timer.
Just call him.
I gotta put him on the timer. I don't think I have his number. It's not saved in.
All right, so let me go. I could do my prediction.
Let's do the prediction right now. Go ahead. Prediction.
Listen, it's senior day. You know, I don't care. The seniors, man, it's all about education. Let these guys shine. Let these guys get these degrees. You know, football is one part of it, but going to school and getting your education, I think is the most valuable thing in all this thing. That's why they're called student athletes. So shout out to all the seniors on senior day. Get those degrees, be active and productive young men in society. And let's play hard today. I think Mario goes out and he wants to get this bowl game. I think we win it. I like the score that Warren G put up. He said 21-17. It's going to be a little bit closer for me. I'm going 23-20. 23-20 Canes on senior day.
Not me.
Okay.
I'm going straight in. You can keep all that you talking. Coach A's going to go all the way live.
Okay.
Today is the day we show up. Our running backs going to show up and show out. We don't have a lot of seniors on our team. So far as like we have guys who play, but we don't have a lot of seniors. So these young boys going to come out here and make it happen. They want to show you that we ain't no punk. I'm going 37-25 Miami.
Okay. That's it right there.
37-25. Culpepper, the number is 321-328-8. You know, the Florida State fan, they always got a problem with numbers. They don't know how to add. They don't know how to subtract. You know.
Oh, and they always faking.
Yeah. These dashes between here, Culpepper, they're not subtraction sign. They're just separating the area code, right? And then the prefix of the number is 328.
Well, I think you graduated from New Orleans or Carroll City. That's probably that's the problem.
No, but you know, Culpepper, old Patriot.
Not man, you ain't get it, man. You ain't get it. He ain't he graduated. He said, no, it's not.
Hey, all of us was in night school though. On that night shift, there's gonna be some good time coming down on the night shift.
Hey, did New Orleans win yesterday?
I don't know. Put up in the chat right quick if New Orleans won.
I think they lost.
Put up in the chat right quick if New Orleans won. I think this is my dog right here. This is a hotline. Is this a FS Who hater?
Boy, this is the FSU fan of the year.
What's up, boy?
What's going on, boy? V12, I'm on your ass, boy.
I'm here, bro. Holla at me.
I'm on your boy.
Yes.
Sweet state. Back to, you know what I'm saying? Everything gets back to where it's supposed to be. You run the state.
So let me ask you this. We didn't want to bring this up, though, but I know you watched the game last night.
Oh, you know I did. I was on the road traveling back from Montgomery looking at the game, brother.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. The missed face mask, not saying it would have won them the game, but how do you say, because it goes both ways, right? Every team gets cheated out of, but that was a pivotal penalty in that game that would have given them a first down to move the chain. What do you think in your mind needs to happen? Do those things need to be reviewed? Like blatant calls like that, the face mask?
Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. It shouldn't even got to that play because that pass interference should have never gave him a first down.
But the play before that was
question. I'm going to answer the question.
But Cope, hold on.
I think those plays should be reviewed. I think they should be reviewed because in a game like that, that's pivotal, bro. No matter who playing.
Yeah.
No matter who playing in a game like that, that's a pivotal call by a referee.
Or non-call, and that was the white hat call. That was the head dude call.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, hey, look, I'm a football fan first.
Yeah.
So I want to see good football no matter what. Now that right there, I really do think it should be reviewed. I think in them situations, they need to be reviewed. The pass interference call should have been reviewed. The face mask, no call, should have been reviewed. I think so. Those two pivotal plays. So without that pass interference, game over. We got the ball right now.
No, but I'm gonna tell you what that pass interference was. Can I be honest? That pass interference it was a makeup for the previous play on Pearsall. It was a makeup call for the previous. It was a makeup call for the previous non-call on Pearsall. The what you call it, man? Receiver number 1, the white dude, Pearsall, or Pearsall, something like that. Because that was pass interference. It was a no call. And then they came back the next play with the quick out, and that wasn't pass interference, but that was a makeup call for the missed call. I hate to say it that way, but you know that. But that face master, and that's the quarterback. His job is to protect the quarterback. You see the whole head turn, and I saw it live. I'm like, where the flag at? Oh,
I didn't see the whole head turn.
Yeah. I think it cracked a little bit too. Like.
All I saw was he put his chin down, for the impact. That's what I saw.
Well, talk to us so we can get out of here, man.
Hey, listen, I'm a football fan. I'm a football fan, like we don't like to do it, but we got to get credit, man. Y'all played this year. Y'all coaching staff played. Y'all players stepped up. And when I was talking to Coach, man, I was explaining to him, and we can talk about it. What's the difference between when FSU plays a Miami and they play a Gators team? Because the Gators with and I'm taking nothing away from FSU. Gators shorthanded, 5 receivers out, 3rd string quarterback, and they still managed to give y'all a phenomenal football game. And that's all you can ask for. It was from top to bottom. What's the difference when you get the series like that from your standpoint?
Oh man, that's just effort, brother. That's players going out there putting effort because they want to win. Yeah. That's what you're asking for.
Yeah.
That's all that is. That's bragging rights for the state of Florida. Just to say, look, yeah, we lost every game this year, but we beat y'all.
Exactly.
You know how that go. We beat y'all, bro. We beat Florida State. Yeah, we lost every game, but we beat y'all. Mm-hmm. So now what? You know how that hurt? They made, hey, look, we all done been in that position. Boy, that hurt. That feeling hurt. That feeling hurt. That's all it is. But I want UM to keep everything the same, though, man. Keep the staff, the recruitment. I want them to keep the recruiting guy that's on there, man. You know, I ain't gonna call no names, you know, cause you know, hey man, my son and all that stuff. I was just like, yeah, please keep everything, you know.
How you doing,
all that
man?
stuff. See, from the crib, see, when you get all these transfers in, and everybody keep talking about, oh boy, we're gonna take it back. We finna take it back. Ain't no going back. You want to know why you can't go back? Because the kids don't have the same mentality. So if you're not recruiting for the mentality of today, you're going to be in trouble. You can't recruit back then. That's over with. Them days over with. We don't have the same kids, the same mentality no more. That's over with. It's over. Everything is social media now. It's over. You can't say, oh, we got to see what that call yourself? What was the SEAL something team 6?
That's right.
The GOAT, what it is?
The SEAL
the
teams.
Walruses, what it was?
The Walruses.
And we're gonna do it like this. Guess what? If your coach can do it from the dead, y'all were dead. We can do it too. So we'll be back. That's the bottom line. I don't care what you say. Because last year, hey, we thought it was over. Year before, hey, we coming back. That's all you got to know. We'll be back. Stay tuned. That's all we're gonna say to it. Like Helen.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you when y'all going to be back. You want to know when y'all going to be back? When y'all recruit from Dade County on down south. That's when y'all going to be back. Until y'all do that, y'all ain't going to never be back. Now, you just be for real. Yeah, y'all keep it real with yourself. Until you start recruiting the kids that love to play for UM, that grew up and their parents grew up, y'all recruiting them athletes again instead of recruiting 7-foot DBs that can't cover nothing. Come on, bro. Y'all ain't going to never be back. Y'all ain't going to be back nowhere. Y'all going to be right where y'all at right now. Quarterback situation. Look at your quarterback situation. Y'all boys try to run a read off with a non-running back. Get out of here. Are y'all serious?
You my dog, but I can't handle it, dog. Let me ask you a question, man.
What more do you want from me?
I want UM to show love to the kids from home. That's what I want UM to do. Then I show some respect to UM. Show some love for the kids who really want to put that uniform on. Instead of just saying, well, let me just go to UM because I know I get recruited to the next level. That I get looked at. That's all that is, brother. Come on, man. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all know what it is. Don't act like you don't know. Fan and no fan. It is what it is.
You hurt my feeling right
when you
there,
start back showing love to the kids in the community, do you see what's going on in our parks down here? Man, we dominating. Why the kids leaving from down here?
I don't even know.
Ask yourself that. And then you got to look at it like this here too. When UM, Florida State, Florida started overlooking all the kids from here, who came up?
Alabama,
USF, and Central Florida. And you want to know who that was? And you want to know who that was winning with? The kids from the state.
My bad. I'm trying to watch the game. But anyway.
Man, it ain't nothing to watch. Don't waste your time watching that. Ain't nothing to watch. Ain't nothing to watch. But I ain't gonna hold y'all boys up, man. Y'all enjoy the game, man. You know.
Hey, we be back on here live after the game.
Yeah. Well, you know, I tune back in V12, boy, I'm on you, boy. Y'all boy trash, boy. Just take it for what it is.
No, hey, we good. We holding it down. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Yeah, I'm calling back. I'm calling back too. Y'all boy go live now. For long things, I'm going live. I'm messing with y'all some more.
Hey, Cold Pepper.
What's up, brother?
You on a cell phone?
You know I am.
It's in your right hand and left hand.
I ain't even finna answer that.
Put it in your left hand for me right quick, on your left ear. Because I'm finna come
I ain't got it.
from the right hand side, right? Get that part of here, man. But I love you, man, dog. You know, we definitely talk.
That's just like that L y'all took with a lot of points. But I wanted 60 on y'all boys, so I could just shut y'all mouth.
Man, get off my line. I ain't got no more money. Ain't got no more minutes. We ain't got no more minutes. I'm out of minutes. I'm out of minutes.
All right, fellas.
All right, man. All right, that's it for the phone, dog. We out of here. I gave my prediction. You gave yours. We had a good time with it. The game's going on. I'm missing. I can't play it in the background. But this I know. Dom, I'm up 40.38 to your 27.86. And V12, you losing to Ham 59.1 to 35.3. So, how you like them apples, home team? So, with all that being said,
it's a long ball game. All right.
Let them talk. I Max said, Coach, let them talk the tone. Let them talk the tone. Dial tone. I remember that. T. Hines in the building. Appreciate it.
Hey,
all right. Janella, we out here.
We live afterwards, man. Everybody enjoy the game.
Y'all don't realize, man, that's home team. We can't, even though you're a Florida State fan, you got to let them, you know what I mean? It's all love, man. But anyway, I know some of y'all, I am Florida State, but sometimes you got to let the home team ride. But anyway, with all that being said, we out here. Stay tuned. The game is at 8 o'clock. We are live immediately after the game. And I'm going to be honest with you. Coach on vacation. I don't know what V12 got to do, but I'm going to let the phone line ring until they don't ring no more. Until it don't ring anymore. So I'm going to get on here. 12, you're more than welcome to come. I know you're going to come, but if you got to do your thing, I get it. But I don't care if we don't hit the 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Guess what? Come lay on the couch and get it off your chest. Huh? Because Coach finna have some therapy tonight because I feel it's coming. So with all that being said, 160 in the building. Hit my man Alex Tabio up. Any of your home financing needs. 12, I love you, brother, as always. We out of here.
Love you too.
And we gone, man. Low vibration FSU fan. They killing me. I don't even know that low vibration. I just learned that this week. But anyway, I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease. And we out this joint. Peace.